AI is not replacing epoxy flooring contractors. AI is only going to replace the contractors who refuse to use it. In today's video, I'll be exactly breaking down on how the top epoxy flooring pros actually using AI and implementing AI within their businesses to respond to leads super fast and eventually qualify high intent leads at a fast rate, eventually enabling you as the epoxy flooring pro to focus more on what you do best, and that is on making and installing the quality and standing epoxy floors. So I'm going to be showing you how AI is actually giving an unfair advantage to the epoxy flooring pros who want more booked estimates at a short span of time. So without much further ado, let's step into the video. So just as a startup, we're going to be first having the source of the leads or the lead generation channels, basically how you as the business generates leads for your specific business, basically. So first or foremost, we're going to be having, you can either, if you're a business who's depending on referrals, or if you're a business who's running Google ad campaigns, or if you're depending on Google traffic or social media content, you definitely must have somewhere or a kind of a platform where those leads are going to be reached out to. So basically for referrals, you can be taking the referrals, sending them a link to your website, and it's from there when or where you'll be getting to reach out to the leads that are coming in as referrals. Or if you're basically running Google Ads traffic or Google Ads campaign, definitely are going to be sending them to your website or to your landing page. Or if you're basically running social media content, this is definitely a platform that you'll be definitely sending your leads to, and that is on the website. So we're basically going to be sending the leads to the website, and it's from here where you're going to be having the AI chatbot that is going to immediately respond to the leads, the speed to lead factor. You need to realize if there's any leverage or if there's any competitive advantage that you as a business can have in this day and age is actually the rate at which you reach out to your leads, the speed to lead factor. So you can have the quality project pictures, you can have everything in place, but if you're missing this singular factor, then definitely your business is going to crumble, because you need to realize, just as I've been telling you guys, that today's market leads need instant response. They need instant follow-up and instant reaching. They need to be reached out to at a very supersonic speed, if that can make sense. So the AI chatbot here is going to ensure that the leads that are coming in through the website are reached out to immediately within 30 to 60 seconds. So the AI chatbot is going to chat with the leads, basically trying to qualify them, asking them of their specific needs, their name, asking them of their name, their email, their project needs. Where do they need the epoxy floor done? Do they need a garage, an epoxy floor done on the garage or on the kitchen or on the patio and all that? So the AI chatbot basically here is going to be specifically qualifying the leads, ensuring that you're only working with high qualified leads, because the truth of the matter is, we're not really guaranteed of the leads that are coming in the website. We're not really guaranteed whether these leads are actually qualified leads or just spammy leads. People are just filling out or reaching out to you for other unknown reasons, basically. So you want to ensure that you're only working with serious buyers. You're not working with price shoppers. You're not working with spammy leads and all that. So the AI chatbot here is going to try and qualify the leads to see if the leads are qualified. Now, if the leads are qualified, the AI chatbot is definitely going to screen your calendar and book an estimate or book an appointment with the lead. Is going to book an appointment for the lead with you, basically, if that makes sense. So the AI chatbot is going to book on a calendar for you to definitely call back. So this is not the end of the stage. You definitely have to call back and probably or basically have a one-on-one touch with the lead, get to hear more on what they need or what they desire, get to just understand their specific needs, basically, as far as them raising their hand that they need the epoxy flooring done is concerned. So apart from that, you're also going to be integrating your call number. You'll also be having your call number on the website. So it is from here when the lead can reach out to the website. The leads that are coming from Google Ads campaign. So the leads coming from your social media content. Maybe they saw a Facebook video, a Facebook reel that was really engaging, and they reached out to your website because you have your website within your page. And then they definitely reach out to the website, and you have your contact there. So these leads are going to be calling that number. And what happens here, you're going to be having your AI agent that is going to be qualifying these leads, basically. So you're not going to be the one who's definitely always waiting for leads to call you and all that, because you might be busy, you might be working on a project, you might be working somewhere else, and you don't have the time to call these leads or to answer to these leads. This is where the AI agent plays a major role. So the AI agent here is going to be answering to these leads and ensuring that it qualifies these leads. So the AI agent here is going to qualify these leads based on things like price. Okay, for price, you definitely want to focus specifically on that as the business owner. So basically, the major qualification questions the AI is going to be asking these leads is based on what they really need. Do they need a garage? The type of epoxy floor you guys are making and all that. When do they need, or when do they need the epoxy floor done on the garage? And basically, questions to do with how, when, or how, or basically when are you going to be meeting with them on an appointment, right? So if the AI agent basically gets to qualify these leads, then it forwards a call to you as the business owner, right? Now this plays into caveats. You might be busy at all, you might be busy, maybe working on a project and all that. The AI is going to forward the call for a future time, right? So the AI is going to basically screen your calendar and see when or whether you are busy or you are available at that moment to probably answer the call, right? Because you need to understand, you're a contractor, you're always busy and all there, so you don't really have time to be chasing after calls, answering calls and all that. We leave that to the AI agent. So the AI agent is going to forward a call to the owner, or probably screen your calendar and book an appointment with the lead, book an appointment with the lead on your behalf. So this is just basically it. So the AI agent is going to qualify the leads, just as I've said, based on things to do with project timeline, when can they meet for an appointment, and eventually schedule an estimate on your behalf with the lead, right? So if the lead is unqualified, just as I said, we're not really guaranteed whether the leads that are coming in are really serious buyers or qualified leads or qualified prospects. So what is going to happen? The AI agent is going to be trained specifically to only qualify leads or to only book estimates on an appointment with the leads that are qualified. So if the lead is not qualified, if the lead maybe is just looking for something else that is not really related to you as the epoxy flooring business owner or to your business generally, then the lead is definitely going to unqualify. The lead is definitely going to hang up. Basically, the conversation ends there. So the bot within the website is going to be specifically trained to hang up if the lead is proves unqualified in this stage, right? So this is just it for that. Then another use case that we have here. Okay, before we go to use case 2, this is just an example of how you're going to be training the chatbot, right? We are training the chatbot based on a premium flow coating specific business niche, right? So this is how the conversation will probably turn out, and how you can test your AI chatbot that is going to be responding to these leads within the website. So this is, for instance, a lead that is coming. This is just a mock-up basically on how this is going to take place. So the lead comes in. Hey there. No, not this is not the lead. This is the bot now responding to the lead that came in or raised their hand. They need this, and they kind of reached out to the chatbot within the website. Now the lead asked whether they can get a quote. Now the bot replied, for a quote on your project, we offer free consultations. Let's schedule one so we can assess your space and provide an accurate quote. What time works for you? So this is now the AI chatbot kind of analyzing or trying to see whether you as the business owner will be available at the lead's specific time, if the lead manages to maybe pick a date on Wednesday or Friday and all that. So if the lead responds, can we do 9 a.m. tomorrow? The AI bot is going to quickly scan and quickly assess your calendar to see whether at 9 a.m. probably on a Friday or Wednesday, maybe you might be having a project done in some city or state and all that, or local town. Maybe you might be having 2 projects on that day and all that. So maybe 9 a.m. is too busy for you. The AI bot is going to respond, it looks like we don't have any available slots at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Will you suggest another date? You see, so it's kind of just engaging and trying to ensure that the lead books an appointment with you on a date that you are totally going to be available, or on a day that you're going to be free, to enable you to maybe to enable you to maybe reach for the to enable you to probably go on site, or definitely try and call them rather than making an in-person visit on site to get to check their garage and all that. So the AI bot is going to respond, it looks like we don't have any available slots at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Will you suggest another date and time that might work for you? Then the AI response, I'll check the availability for you and all that. So this is just a custom mock-up on how this is going to work. Then the use case 2. Now this one is basically on what we focus on, and that is on meta ads. So the leads that are coming in for meta ads are being sent the lead qualification survey or landing page qualification. So you're going to be basically sending the leads to a lead form where they basically get to fill their information, their name, their email, basically another qualification question, like probably the project timeline. When do they want the project completed, or when can you meet with them for an estimate or for an appointment and all that. Or we can definitely send them to a landing page qualification if we want to actually focus on serious and high quality intent leads, right? So once we send them to the lead and they basically fill in the information, the AI agent calls within 3 to 5 minutes immediately, speed to lead. So we're not waiting for 2 hours, we're not waiting for 3 hours, we're not waiting for 4-5 hours as most epoxy flooring pros do. And like just as I said, this is what is actually going to give most epoxy flooring. This is actually what is currently even giving the top epoxy flooring pros who are using AI the unfair advantage. So instead of them chasing or answering calls whilst in their busy schedules and all that, AI is doing the rest. So the AI agent calls within 3 to 5 minutes, speed to lead factor. If the lead picks up, the AI qualifies the lead, just as I said, based on the project timeline. What do they need? Where do they need the epoxy flooring done? and basically so forth, just trying to qualify the lead and trying to understand where the lead is coming from. Then once the lead is qualified, the AI books on the calendar, books the lead on a calendar for an estimate, automatically done. So in your busy schedule, you finishing your projects and all that, you basically find your calendar already booked. No need to stress out, no need to try and chase leads, follow up and all this, trying to answer calls in the middle of your projects or in the middle of your schedule, a busy schedule and all that. AI is doing that automatically. So once the lead picks up, the lead is qualified, it books on the calendar for an estimate. Yours is now to meet with the lead for the specific appointment, whether an in-person appointment or basically an appointment on the phone, right? So, but if on the other hand, if the lead does not respond, now this is where we are going to be engaging or including or involving our AI appointment setting system. Remember, follow-up is what actually makes majority of your sales process as the epoxy flooring business. Just as you said, 80%, this is a common stat, 80% of sales require almost close to 5 to 8 multiple touch points. So if they don't respond, we're not giving up. AI is going, our AI appointment setting system, the AI appointment setting system that you're going to be using is going to follow up immediately, consistently follow up and ensure that these leads are not falling into the cracks. We want to ensure that you stay top of the mind to these leads. So we want to ensure that these leads are followed up until maybe a point when we just feel, okay, maybe these were just spammy leads or these were just unqualified leads, is when we basically end the follow-up stage. But in this case, the AI appointment setting system is going to follow up with these leads to ensure that they book an appointment with you as the epoxy flooring business. And remember, this is done automatically, no manual processes here. Once that is done, then you definitely go through your calendar, you find this huge amount of leads already booked automatically on autopilot. Yours is to make the phone call, try to reach out to these leads, try to agree whether you can meet up in their place or in their residence, basically see what they need what they need concerning the garage floor. Maybe they need an epoxy floor done on the garage and all that, on the kitchen and all that, and basically get to agree on the estimate, right? But if that is not so, apart from that, we also have another option where the leads where the AI chatbot can basically send a confirmation text with the lead that they saw their application on the lead form. Basically, they saw the application on the lead form, right? So this can look something like this. Let me just try and scroll this up. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this can basically look something like this. This can look like this. So a lead fills in the form, and then the AI basically responds. Either for a quote on your project, we offer free consultations. Let's schedule one so we can assess your space and provide an accurate quote. What time works for you? So this can be basically a simple confirmation text, just sending it to the lead to make them really assured that they saw that you saw them reaching out, and you're definitely going to reach out to them and just get to understand where they're coming from, or the specific needs they have concerning them raising their hand in their need for the epoxy flooring service, right? So that's just it for this video, guys. This was just a brief one. So if you're a business owner who needs more in-depth breakdown on how this is going to work or how this can be implemented within your business, I'll definitely leave a link down within the description, so you can definitely book a call with me and we'll get to see if this is a good fit and how we can get to implement these AI systems within your epoxy flooring business to enable you to reach to that level or desired level of growth, and eventually just remove you from handling this manual or admin work and processes that are definitely acting as a bottleneck to you as an epoxy flooring business. So without much further ado, hope you guys had so much value. See you in the next one.